Hi everyone, now I'm going to quickly tie a basically parachute fly using just Hackle fibre. In this case I'm going to be using, this is white and cocked Leon, this is a medium Pardo, it's one of the shorter feathers, it's well marked. This would work well for like the Quill Gordon or so. Now I'm going to parachute it, or using some of the fibres, and I'm going to use it in the tail of the fly. Now basically, hook choice, this is the hook I'm going to be using. It's the Fulling Mill, it's black nickel in this case, size 14, it's a barbless version. The thread I'm going to use is just using black, because it's quite a dark thorax on this fly. So I'm going to start at the eye, and we're going to go halfway down the shank, remove the waist, come halfway back up, make sure it's waxed. Now I'm going to grab a few of these fibres to give the impression of the wing. So there's quite a few. Now I use this came from the saddle of the Coq de Leon, or the white and Coq de Leon. Now I'm going to use, this is a pinch or so, just you're looking for around about the length of the hook. Just tie this forward, a couple of turns, just going to be quick look at it, see what it's like. We drop more, so I'm going to drop some more. Now what I'm doing here is bring them 90 degrees from the fibre. Just bring the fibre straight out. Now if you don't have the Coq de Leon fibre, you just use, well, the summer duct was used in this fly originally, so you can use summer duct, you can use whatever you like, or even you could use grizzle hackle. I have used in the past. Now what I'm going to do is just cut at an angle here. Now a question I got was, could I tie a parachute fly using Hackle fibre? Another question I got was, could I split it and still tie parachute Hackle? Well, I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to actually work with this is just an Indian neck, badger neck. I'm going to use. It's a kind of badger. It's black and white or black and cream. Got a feather here. I've always removed the fluff at the base, and I'm going to basically post both the Hackle and the fibres together. So I'm just going to catch it in front. And you want some of the stem, so when you post it, it's winding onto a bare stem. Now it's important that you wax your thread, so I'm going to post it up, just bring them together, nice and tight. Now the Coq de Leon just gives an impression of the wing. It does catch the light, it's a great fibre. Just go up about maybe 1.5 mils or 2. As you can see there, I'm going to remove the stem. I'm going to remove this fibre here. And then I'm going to go head to the back of the hook. The way down I'm going to tie in some fibres for the tail. Same Coq de Leon fibres. Again, round about the hook length over the back. Catch that on the way down. This keeps things nice and neat. Now you can have the fibres straight if you want, or what I like to do is just come under the fibres with a turn, pull towards the eye, which is lift and separate the fibres. We half turn on the top here, trim away the waist. You can see that just spreads the fibre. Now this is Peacock Eye, which I've used bleach to remove quite a lot of the herald. Just put it into a diluted bleach, into a saucer, and I just agitate the fibre, removes most of the herald. Now you could remove it altogether, or you could tie with it. Now, I'm just going to see how long it is. It's not that very good, so I'm just going to remove it. You can leave it, I'm quite happy to leave it sometimes. I'm just using the back of my nail to come in and draw back and remove the herald. Now I want it to taper, so I'm going to this is near the tip end. I'm just going to catch it and work my way up. I'm going to make a wee thorax of dubbing, so leave a space, like a short thorax if you want to call it, 2 or 3 mil behind and 2 or 3 mil in front. And then to protect the quill, you could do 2 or 3 ways you could do it. You can wind it over some varnish, or in this case this is some super glue. Or you can wind it up and then just put some varnish over it and allow it to dry before you continue the fly. So what I'm doing here is just using the quill. Because it's tapered, I'm going to get a nice effect. I want to keep it quite thin, so I'll take it to this point. Now as the wind up, the super glue is obviously going to stick it. 2 or 3 turns. Trim that away. Now the dubbing, you could use quite a few dubbins. So you could use, I'm going to use black because it's quite a dark. This is a dry fly dubbin. It's basically ultra dry dub. Just a black. Or Onyx, is that how you pronounce that? But anyway, it's a nice dark colour. Use that for the back of it. So I'm just going to come in, tiny bit of dubbing at the back, just to tidy the area up. Just going to take away the dubbing and wind thread through it just to tighten it, and end with my thread at the front. Take the dubbing down out of the way. Now we can get the Hackle pliers. Don't be shy with the Hackle fibre length. We can actually come in and then we just wind down, one turn in front of the other, just mixing it, and don't be shy. These are, the capes I'm using are just normal chicken capes. We can pull this to the front, we can then catch it in. 3 or 4 turns. Trim away. I can tidy up a wee bit with the dubbing we've got left in the thread. I don't need all that. So I'm just going to stretch it out. That should do it. Just end up with the thread at the front and the fibre going forward. We can either trim it away or we can pull it back with the thread. And to varnish, I'll do it while I've got finished. So I'll just run the thread onto, or the varnish onto the thread, and then put finish. Trim away. Just caught one of the fibres there, so we can trim that away, trim away the thread. And then what we want to do, we can, like I said, could you split it? You could use the thread to split it, but the easiest way to do it is just to do it yourself. Just open the fibre out, press it down, and if you want it to stay there, you put a wee bit of resin in there. And that kind of splits the wing, but what you do is you put a wee drop of resin. I've got a light resin here, which I'm going to use. So what I'm going to do is just press it so it's evenly split the fibre either side. This will help hold it. So I've got my UV resin. This is just a light UV resin. Get your torch ready. Just make sure it's on for a, yep. Get your torch ready because it will run a wee bit. You could put a wee drop on your desk. That's what I'm going to do. And then use my dubbing needle just to apply it. Because I don't want too much. So a wee drop of resin in on the needle there. Right in the centre. You can then set it straight away. That's the easiest way to do it. You could figure it through it, or try anyway, but I would say that is probably the easiest way. Taking away these long fibres. And there we are. It's using Hackle fibre, or in this case called Leon fibre, which is a Hackle. a wee bit. What does it look like? It's a good spinner like fly. I'm just using basic fibre and basic materials. Gives a great impression of any sort of fly. There you go, looks good. Catch fish certainly. And so anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and again, thanks for watching.